Maria Connor begins to fear that her marriage may be heading for serious trouble next week after growing increasingly suspicious about her husband's behavior. When Izzy Armstrong visits the salon for a simple haircut, she unexpectedly finds herself listening to Maria's relationship concerns instead. In forthcoming episodes of the ITV drama, Maria presses Gary for answers about the secret he appears to be keeping from her. She is convinced that Sarah is somehow involved, especially after noticing the pair acting unusually around each other for several weeks. Gary quickly brushes off Maria's accusations and attempts to shift her attention elsewhere by arranging a holiday for the whole family. While Izzy, Liam, and Jake are delighted by the surprise trip, Maria sees it as yet another reason to question his motives. While opening up to Izzy, Maria admits she cannot shake the feeling that something is wrong. She points out that although the holiday seems thoughtful, it does little to explain Gary's strange conduct. Instead, she believes it could be a sign of guilt. When Izzy suggests that people sometimes buy gifts because they feel bad about something, Maria appears to agree with the idea. Their discussion continues as Maria also highlights Sarah's awkward behavior whenever they are together. Although Izzy struggles to believe Gary would betray his wife, Maria remains convinced there is more to the story and is determined to uncover the truth. Gary and Sarah have grown closer again following Theo Silverton's death, though the exact reason behind their renewed connection remains a mystery. Gary is currently among the leading suspects in the ongoing investigation, and a recent flashback showed him standing over Theo's body on the night he died. This has led to speculation that Sarah could be protecting Gary from suspicion. If that is the case, her actions may eventually create difficulties in her relationship with DC Kit Green. Tensions are already rising, especially after Kit decided to focus his investigation on Gary once Summer Spellman was ruled out of the case. Nick Tilsley lashes out at those around him next week as he struggles to come to terms with Sam Blakeman's devastating health crisis. The worried father is overwhelmed after learning that his teenage son has been hospitalized following a psychotic episode. As concern for Sam grows, Nick becomes desperate to understand how the warning signs were missed. While spending time at the bistro with Eva Price, Nick hears a surprising confession from Ben Driscoll. Ben admits that he recently noticed Sam acting out of character, but chose not to investigate further. The revelation sparks a furious reaction from Nick, who accuses Ben of staying silent because he wanted Sam to remain available as a witness in Megan Walsh's upcoming grooming case. Consumed by frustration and fear, Nick eventually reaches breaking point. He orders everyone to leave him alone, causing Ben, Eva, David, and Sarah to back away. However, Toya is left stunned when she realizes that Nick wants her gone as well. The emotional turmoil comes as Nick struggles to process the seriousness of Sam's condition. According to actor Ben Price, Nick had initially assumed his son's behavior was simply part of the challenges of adolescence. He explained that Sam had often kept his feelings to himself and could become withdrawn, but Nick never fully understood what was happening because Sam's struggles were so deeply personal. The actor added that Nick's outlook changed dramatically once the truth emerged. What he had dismissed as typical teenage difficulties suddenly became a severe mental health crisis, requiring hospital treatment and professional support, leaving him shocked by the scale of the situation. Coronation Street has unveiled an early glimpse of a dramatic confrontation between Carl and Kevin Webster, as their bitter rivalry reaches a dangerous new level and ends with a gun being fired. The feud between the two relatives flares up again after Kevin uncovers evidence that Carl was responsible for tampering with his car's brakes. Trouble begins when Kevin finds footage on Tyrone Dobbs' phone that appears to expose Carl's actions. Determined to confront his brother, Kevin heads to the garage, where tensions quickly spiral out of control. Feeling cornered, Carl produces a handgun to protect himself. The weapon was given to him by his shady associate Fiona, who has been pressuring him to carry out a criminal task on her behalf. As the heated dispute intensifies, Tyrone and Ronnie Bailey become caught in the middle and try to calm the situation. However, Kevin has no interest in making peace. Confident that the gun is not real, he grabs it and challenges Carl. The situation takes a terrifying turn when Kevin and Ronnie struggle over the weapon, causing it to discharge unexpectedly. With a shot fired during the chaos, the question remains whether anyone will suffer serious injuries. Actor Jonathan Howard recently revealed that Kevin discovers Carl's attempt to kill him through the brake sabotage, which sparks the explosive showdown. He described the garage confrontation as a gripping scene in which everyone becomes trapped together while Ronnie attempts to force a resolution. According to Howard, Kevin reacts furiously and goes after Carl with a wrench. In response, Carl instinctively reaches for the gun, panicking as Kevin prepares to strike him. The actor added that everyone is stunned to see Carl holding a firearm, highlighting just how desperate the character has become. He hinted that while Carl may be frightened and under pressure, viewers will have to wait and see whether he is truly capable of taking someone's life. Coronation Street fans spot major Maria twist as murder mystery deepens. Coronation Street viewers are convinced that Maria Connor may hold a crucial clue in the ongoing investigation into Theo Silverton's death, with some believing she has altered her version of events. The mysterious killing of Theo, the ruthless scaffolder who met his end during the dramatic Murder Week storyline, continues to dominate life on the cobbles. As detectives work to uncover the truth, fans have developed a fresh theory that places Maria at the heart of the case. The ITV soap's latest whodunit has gathered pace as police continue questioning potential suspects. Following Summer Spellman's wrongful accusation and subsequent exoneration, officers have been forced to look elsewhere for answers. Despite a lack of concrete proof, Kit Green remains certain that Gary Windus is hiding important information connected to the crime. Much of the suspicion comes from a previous statement Maria gave investigators. She claimed that security footage from Gary's business had been erased because it contained personal recordings of the couple. However, viewers know that explanation was entirely untrue. Elsewhere, Sarah Platt has become increasingly involved in events behind closed doors. She has been offering support to Gary as he struggles with mounting pressure, although the real reason for their secretive behavior remains uncertain. In Friday's episode, Maria opened up about her worries regarding her relationship. While waiting for Gary at Speed Doll, she confided in Shona that something felt off between them, even though everything appeared normal on the surface. At the same time, Sarah made a failed attempt to access Kit's laptop, adding another layer of mystery and raising suspicions about her motives. Tensions escalated further when Lisa Swain and Kit arrived at the salon to request an updated statement from Maria about Gary's whereabouts on the night Theo died. The detectives wanted her to review her earlier account to ensure no key information had been left out. Later, Maria assured Gary that she had stuck to the same story while speaking to police. Nevertheless, she warned him that both of them could face serious repercussions if investigators discovered she had lied to support his alibi. In the end, she chose not to press him for any further explanations. Coronation Street is broadcast on ITV1 every weekday at 8:30 p.m., while episodes are also available to watch on ITVX from 7 a.m. each morning.